never give up. It's just gonna get better and better and better and better, and then you're gonna be like, yo, why was I ever thinking about giving up?
People be talking a lot, I just noticed. They do not walk the talk, they be provoking. Say that they are a boss, I say they joking. I just be growing like it is meiosis. You don't got advantage cause your DNA status. Ballin' out March Madness. Head of my race like I'm POTUS. Since a kid I always knew I was chosen. Know that we smooth like it's lotion. We making waves that are bigger than oceans, We go crazy like psychosis, yeah. Got the drip like it's osmosis, yeah. No advantage from your DNA status. Ballin' out March Madness. Head of my race like I'm POTUS. Since a kid I always knew I was chosen.
Alright, more inspiration, guys.
Don't ever give up. You guys got this, no matter how hard it may get. You got this.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Hustle House 24/7, 365 days a year. As you guys can see, it's 24/7, 365. That's what we do. And this is Cody Stockton speaking to you, your host, aka Various Layers, along with my co-host,
Lamar, aka Mr. Creamcap Lambo Co. Welcome to episode 3.
And today we are going to be talking about the importance of having a solid morning routine, preferably healthy morning routine, and then also the importance of getting enough water, eating healthy foods, and stuff like that. Also, let me go ahead and check for the other thing. The importance of using mental energy on productive things. But I really just want to start with the morning routine thing. A lot of people don't realize how they wake up and the things they do when they wake up determines the outcome of the rest of their day, literally. One bad thing in the morning can make your day go in a snowball momentum effect of negativity, and then one great thing can do the complete opposite and make it better for you. So I just want to touch on exactly what I do every single morning with my personal morning routine, and it's going to be different from everybody, but the main point is to find something that's productive for you personally and going to propel you for that day to be as optimal and maximize everything you do for that specific day. So for me, when I wake up, I'm an early bird. I've always been getting up since a kid, randomly, naturally, since like 5, 6 a.m. Sometimes I'll sleep into 7, but I have an alarm at 6:30. I'm normally up by the time my alarm goes off. If not, I'll get up at 7. And as a lot of you guys know me, that I do TikTok, I do Key of the Day. And I have 189,000 followers on there, so it's monetized. It's like actually a business. I have to pay taxes on that. Obviously you have to make X amount to even have to file for that shit. But regardless, you have to pay taxes on that money, and it's a business to me, and I take it as super important. And I do a lot of motivation and positivity stuff. And as soon as I wake up in the morning, that's the first thing I do. I go straight to TikTok and I make a motivational positive video. If any of you guys have ever seen my TikToks, you guys know that they're normally about 1 minute to 3 minutes long. And a lot of people talk about not using your phone as soon as you wake up, giving your mind a chance to relax and just be with yourself and meditate. And I do agree with that as well, but I also believe it's subjective. It's based on you as a person and the way that you operate personally. Me, I'm kind of like Gary Vee. I have to go to bed hearing shit. I have to constantly have something going on in my head, or I feel fucking not sad, but I don't know what to do with myself. I have so much energy and shit, I always have to do something, so it's not really a problem for me. But I'll wake up and I'll immediately hop on TikTok and make a motivational TikTok about 1 to 3 minutes long. Not only that, I have hundreds of thousands of people relying on me to put a video out in the morning, because the amount of comments that I get from people, I saw this video and it made me go to the gym. I saw this video. Now I have a positive mindset for the day. Thank you so much. This just changed my outlook. Now I'm kind of obligated to.
You have people that will comment on your videos saying this is the first thing they watch in the mornings, as soon as
literally
they get up.
There's literally people who expect a video from me every single day on TikTok. But not only that, I kind of expect it from myself because the consistency aspect, but also those videos fucking help me out too. I'm all about what you pump into your head, kind of makes and shapes who you become and stuff like that. And with my TikToks, I've noticed doing that shit every single morning, if I wake up a little sluggy one day, that shit will jolt me up right away. I normally wake up with a lot of energy, but if I don't for some reason, that shit will jolt me and get me into the fucking mood. It'll make me want to go to the gym if I feel like I don't want to go to the gym. But that shit's my business. It's one of my businesses. And I have a lot of people rely on me. And also, I just like to pump that positivity into my head immediately. And then as soon as I do that, I'll throw on a podcast, a Jordan Peterson podcast, a Joe Rogan podcast, a Tony Robbins, a Ty Lopez, some sort of positive podcast or something that's going to progress you mentally for the rest of your day to get you in the right state of mind. And I do that just because I like listening to shit and I like podcasts and I like supporting them. And also, they help me out. They're my mentors. After I do that, I go directly to the cabinet where all my vitamins are. I'll take vitamin D3. A lot of people think vitamin D is just a vitamin, but it actually regulates a lot of your hormones in your body itself. So like having your vitamin D levels balanced out regulates a lot of other things in chemistry in your body. I'll take zinc, a zinc gummy, and then I'll also take ashwagandha, which is good for testosterone. It's good for like natural inflammation and like just shit for men. It's mainly for men, but women can benefit off of that as well. And then I'll take a vitamin C pack with riboflavin, and also B12s and antioxidants, and I'll put that into a gallon of distilled water. A lot of people think distilled water is bad for you, which it can be if you don't get enough nutrients every day. A lot of people don't get enough nutrients or enough water every day. So if you're flushing pure distilled water that takes everything, all the bad toxins and even good stuff out of your body, like nutrients, then you're just going to feel like shit, so you need to drink water with electrolytes. I get vitamins and extra shit. My food is extremely balanced, so I don't ever have to really worry about that. I feel better. I've tested it. Do your own research. It depends on what works for you. But I'll chug a liter of that shit immediately. As soon as I do that, I will make a small little dark roast black coffee Keurig with 5 ice cubes, because I like iced coffee. Fuck y'all if y'all don't like iced coffee and you're talking shit. But nah, iced coffee's good though, because for me personally, I like to chug that shit. I kind of use it as a bowel movement enhancer. Yeah. But not only that, it kind of
does do that for you.
Yeah, but not only that, it gets me like a little bit amped up for the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I mainly use it just for the antioxidants. It also has riboflavin in it and de-inflammatory shit that helps you out and stuff like that.
Would you say coffee's healthier than like an energy drink?
Oh, it's way healthier than energy drink. The only thing that's unhealthy about coffee is caffeine, and the only thing unhealthy about energy drinks is caffeine and the 10,000 other things that are in it.
Yeah.
But depends on what you get. If you get Zoa, look that up. That shit's really good. It's really healthy. But as soon as I'll do that, I will eat about 400 to 500 calories, a small light meal before my workout. It's normally oatmeal, 2 packs of strawberry oatmeal with blueberries and strawberries mixed in that, frozen. So, I mean, I put the frozen ones in there, and by time like 3 minutes goes by, they're not frozen anymore because the oatmeal is hot as shit. So I'll eat that real quick, chug a little bit more water, and then I normally will pass a bowel movement. For everyone out there who thinks it's nasty, I'll keep it scientific, a bowel movement. And sometimes it's a few because I eat so many veggies, so you know what I'm saying?
If you're not at least passing the bowel movement at least once a day, something's wrong, you should go get checked.
Yeah, and make sure it's like
you should
not
at least
hard.
go twice a day, honestly.
But also, I'll brush my teeth before the bowel movement, because obviously I don't want to open my mouth and be breathing in bowel movement. You know what I'm saying?
Spray down there, bro. Just pre-spray.
Yeah, but like just in case there's particulate matter in the air. No, I'm joking. But but anyway, I'll do that, and then I'll stretch. So I normally will stretch at my house and then go to the gym, but sometimes I'll stretch at the gym. It just depends. But I'll stretch for about 10 minutes, and I'm still listening to a podcast, this whole thing, pumping fucking positivity into my mind, rewiring my subconscious to be better in whatever the thing is I'm studying or learning about or listening to, even if it's just motivation, because like sometimes it's like stuff I just want to learn, sometimes it's motivation, just depends. And then I'll go to the gym. I'll hit a 1.5 hour to 2 hour workout after I warm up, and if I stretch there, then it's after I stretch there. If I stretch here, though, it just depends. And then I'll go straight to the sauna at 170 to 180 degrees for about 30 to 45 minutes. The last week, though, I've been hitting 45, 50. Easy. easy. And like there hasn't been a lot of people there. And also, guys, your cortisol levels are extremely high in the morning, which is your stress hormone that regulates how your dopamine and serotonin reacts throughout the rest of the day. So if you can lower that cortisol in the morning, you guys are going to be at way more peace, way more at ease, way calmer. And your 9 o'clock traffic, you're not going to be bitching about the zombies and slugs that are just driving around and don't know how to drive the vehicles that they are in. And how they get, I don't know. In Arizona, you have your license until 2062, so I'm sure y'all deal with a lot of shit out there. But anyway, so that takes place. And
So
then
if you're, I don't mean to interject. So if you're like one of those people that says, I'm not a morning person, and you struggle getting up in the mornings and going about your day and you're constantly stressed out, you're saying they should probably check their cortisol levels.
I think cortisol has a lot to do. Cortisol, stress hormones. Stress hormones has a lot to do with how rational or irrational somebody acts in the moment. But not only that, how balanced the chemistry of their body is in general. So just because they have anxiety or is tired in the morning, that's not necessarily because they are not a morning person. It's because their body may not even be balanced for them to even be able to wake up and do those things as optimally. A lot of people too, like they neglect their sleep. Like David Meltzer says, he talks about a winding down routine at night. Like plan for the next day, set the intention, know exactly what you guys are going to do the next day. So when you wake up, it's on autopilot anyway. If your alarm goes off and you want to press snooze it, you can't because you know this is what you have to do. You got to get it done now. You set it in stone with your winding down routine. I have one of those, but I'm not getting into that really. The main thing is the morning, because if you guys can control the way that your mind and shit is in the morning, then it's going to give you a positive day. If it's negative in the morning, it's going to be a negative day most likely, unless you can change your state of mind on a fly. But a lot of people who can change their state of mind on a fly already know how to change their morning immediately, so they don't have to do that as much. But to get back to my exact thing, is after the gym, I will come back to the house and have my biggest meal of the day. Now, after the gym, you want to put nothing but nutrients in your body. First and foremost, you should probably put as many nutrients in your body as possible anyway. But for me personally, I'm not going to be your parent and tell you what to do. But you should put the most nutrients you need for the whole day in your body immediately after you work out. So I'll put in fucking that much veggies, and I make tuna mac. It's pasta with fish. The tuna, some people think it's nasty. I think it's freaking amazing. I've been eating it for years. The tuna's for protein and omega-3s, which is really good for your heart. The pasta's for carb loading, and then the veggies are to flush out your system and give you all the antioxidants, the chlorophyll, nutrition from the plants, all these things, and to make sure you are because your blood pressure is low after a workout, your insulin levels, which is your blood sugar, is low after workout. So you want to make sure you're replenishing, but replenishing in the right way so those nutrients are being put into the right areas of your body and not just spiking your blood sugar levels up just because you need something in your body. So if you're going to eat a fucking donut or something after your workout, that's just because your body needs it, so it'll spike you up, but it's not doing anything for you. So I'll take a shower, do that, and then I'm going to go for the day. For the rest of the day, my mind is fucking sharp as shit. I even notice if I don't do my morning routine, it could be a mental block that I put on myself. I don't know. But I've noticed that the day isn't as smooth, or I'm not as sharp or on point, and I'm all about being as on a point as possible, especially with running businesses and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do in the morning. That's my specific thing. Everyone should come up with their own specific thing that works for them. There's people who don't have a morning routine, and that's their morning routine. So it just literally depends on who you are. There's people who can get up, throw on some clothes, brush their teeth real quick, not even eat food, and they're fucking a robot for the rest of the day. So it just depends on who you are, but you have to have that self-awareness. But I also recommend it's something that's productive and positive. But I'll let Lamar go ahead and talk on this a little bit.
Oh man, you just killed my whole speech. I'm that guy that no, I'm just kidding. I have my routine isn't as structured and detailed and as delicate as yours. And I will be the first to say that everything that Cody just said, he is not bullshitting you guys. That he sticks to his routine. The only thing that might throw that routine off if he has a early job that he booked, so he can't go about that exact routine necessarily. But if anything, he'll just push it back. Once he goes and completes that job, if he doesn't have a bunch of jobs lined up for the rest of the day, he comes back and makes sure he still finishes that routine out. So I'm witness. There have been times like I'll come up and this man's cooking. He's got a podcast playing. He's ready to go. He's already showered, and I'm just like, "What's up, man?" but I like I said, I don't have as much as a routine. Mine kind of starts like what he was saying. It starts the day before, the night before. Just kind of how I wind down. I'm up typically late. I feel like I still get enough optimal sleep, at least for myself, because I don't really struggle too much with getting through my day, and there's a lot of stuff that I do during the day, which involves a lot of running around, talking to a lot of people. It involves a lot more mental energy than physical energy. But mine kind of starts earlier than like the night before, as far as I once I finish up my work, I make sure I drink a glass of water. Lately, I've been drinking whole liters of water before I go to bed. I wanted to get away from the caffeine and the sugar that I was drinking, which was like sweet tea. Basically, sweet tea is like it's not a kryptonite of mine, but it's like my ultimate weakness. But lately, I've started drinking water before I go to bed. I set one alarm. I'm not one of those people that needs 10 alarms to wake up in the morning. I set one alarm in the morning, and I kind of already get mentally prepared for what I have to do the next day. So if that involves me going to one of the businesses that I consult for and being there at a certain time, I already know like exactly what I have planned out and what I have to take care of that the next day. If that involves me going out of town to purchase units for the dealership that I work at, then I already know when I have to leave. I make sure my bag is packed. I have all my toiletries with me. I have my laptop and everything else that I need. If that involves me actually working from home and I know I don't have to go anywhere, then I'll give myself some extra time to sleep in. So I'll set a later alarm, but it starts the night before for me. I'm not one of those people that just fall straight to sleep. I typically know exactly what it is I have to do or accomplish the next day. So I go ahead and start planning. And those days are very different for me, all the time. I can't really say it might change coming up because I have a little bit more free time on my hands now, because I can work from home a lot more, so I can help develop a better routine. But it's a little different every day for me, so I have to constantly adapt to my schedule and what I have to do. But when I do wake up, the first thing I do, that once that alarm goes off, a lot of you guys, like I mentioned on the first episode, I own an asset management company. So I manage funds for people as well as other businesses. So the first thing I do is I get up and I check whatever is happening with those portfolios. And if I have any open positions from the trades that I took the night before or maybe days before, I check and see where those are at. Typically, my trading and my asset management company, everything I do is pretty passive. I have an algorithm that does all of the trading for me. It's meant to copy the way that I trade and the style that I trade in. So there's not a lot of manual actions happening, but I do like to wake up in the mornings and check and see where everything is, see if I have to monitor or change anything. And then the next thing I do is I drink. If I didn't finish that one bottle of water, I'll go ahead and finish that, and then I'll open up my next bottle of water. I keep my room pretty cold at night, so I constantly have water there with me. It stays nice and cool. I mean, even there's science out there that says drinking cold water is bad for you. I'm not gonna get into that because I don't know enough about it, but this is just something that I've heard, that you should drink warmer water. I don't know. Maybe we'll get into it another day.
Constricting of the blood vessels.
Oh, okay.
It's the cold is a constrictor.
Okay, so
Makes it just slower blood.
It's typically cool water. We'll say that it's not freezing cold straight out the fridge. And some mornings, what I'll do is similar to what Cody does. I'll throw on a podcast. One of my favorite podcasts is Andy Frasella's motherfucking CEO. He's the owner and founder of First Form. And
shout out First Form. Shout out Stacy.
Yes, sir. But I love their podcast. They talk about a lot of different topics. And you should definitely check it out. He doesn't run any ads or anything like that. He's on Spotify. So go check out Andy Frasella. You can find him on Instagram as well. But so I like their type of content. And if I haven't listened to a few of their podcasts, in like a couple of days, then I'll go back and like try to get back to the episode that I left off of. And then as far as the rest of my morning goes, I'm one of those people. I can get to the bathroom. I can brush my teeth. I typically already know what I'm wearing for that day. and I'm out the door. I like to be out the door by a specific time. And that's really my more like I don't have too much of a set routine. Like I said, most of my planning it comes from the night before, as far as just figuring out what I have to do the next day. But to piggyback off what you said, though, I think it is very important for you to have some type of routine, or something established, as far as something to help you not only just get up in the mornings, but go about your day, so that way you're in a positive mindset. You want to feed your brain positive thoughts. You want to make positive actions. It's up for debate whether or not, if you want to grab your phone or not grab your phone. Me, like Cody said, his phone is his business. That's the same for me. Almost everything I do is on my phone. So I think it kind of falls down to, if you have no choice, like what's the first thing you open up, or what do you feed yourself with? Like Cody said, he starts a podcast. I'll start a podcast. He makes posts for his business. I check on my businesses. I don't go to social media. You guys won't find me on social media till
That's
maybe
the
like
problem
noon.
with some people.
Yeah, like that's the main thing. Like, there's going to be times you got to get to your phone. If we're setting alarms, we're touching our phones technically. There's some people out there that they give themselves like 30 minutes, 15 minutes before they grab their phone. They'll meditate, they'll read. We have a friend that does, that's his routine. Maybe we'll have him on the podcast and he'll talk about it. But for me, like I avoid social media. I don't go on Twitter. I don't go on Instagram. I don't go on Facebook. I mean, Cody goes to his TikTok to post, but I doubt Cody's sitting there scrolling all day. Cody,
I post and that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
And even like I could literally pull up my my phone and the apps that I use the most, and I promise you, none of the top 5 apps are social media apps. I'm a post and ghost type of guy. If I get on Facebook, I'm posting something of value out there, or I'm promoting our podcast, or I'm promoting somebody else. I'm trying to put out good vibes into the world. I'm trying to put out value to my audience and my following. Instagram, if I post there, it's the same thing. I use stories a lot. I haven't really made too many, actual posts, but I love to put stories out there because that's where I get a lot of engagement. Snapchat's the same way, but it's never early in the mornings. It's never the first thing that I do. And I think, what he just said, the problem is a lot of people, that's the first thing that they go to in the morning. And then that is 110, like that's exactly what you're going to end up feeding your mind. You might see some news that's happening, that's some fearful shit. You might see a meme that is like pinpointing, I don't know, trying to stir up some conflict, or you might see the Will Smith and Jada bullshit that's going on. I don't even know what's going on with that anymore. That's like 2 weeks ago, but I still see people talking about it. So I try to make sure I don't feed myself with anything that's negative, or anything that honestly just does not matter in my life. It's not affecting anything that I'm doing.
A lot of things don't matter.
Yeah, it's for me. It's business. When I wake, that's
subjective.
It's
though,
about
but still.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's a subjective opinion.
But state that.
Oh, what you said, yeah. But like for me, it's making sure that I'm up and I'm mentally ready for my day and whatever it is I got to do, whatever responsibilities I got to handle and duties I got to take care of. And then it's straight to business, and that's just how I operate. Like Cody said, everybody's different. Everybody has their own way, but it is important to, set some type of, if you're not outlining a routine, set small little goals, like
morning goals.
Yeah, morning goals. Get up, if you want to make breakfast, I need to make sure I make breakfast. If you want to get out of the house by a certain time to beat traffic or whatever, or maybe you want to show up to work 15 minutes early for the first semester, or maybe you need some time to stop at your favorite place to get that cup of coffee. Debatable what type of coffee you get. I like my coffee straight black, no cream, no sugar. Ask anybody about me. That's how I drink my coffee. So like set little small goals for yourself, so that way you can, go about your day and be as optimal as possible. You want to be able to have a good day. You don't want to be stressed out. You don't want to be overwhelmed. You want to feed yourself with positive thoughts and positive content, positive influences. And I think something that, if you're going to try to create some type of routine or outline, no offense, don't try to do everything that this man's doing. Like, it's taking him.
I'm over the top, and it's taking years.
It's not yet. You're not over the top, but it's taking you time to really develop a routine that works for you.
Exactly.
You know, as far as what you eat when you go to the gym, what you're doing at the gym, what you eat when you come back. Like, you've developed that over the years. So
and it's about maximizing how you can operate at your best for the whole day. That's what it's about. So keep going. I just want to state that real quick.
When you're making that, if you're trying to create a routine or you're trying to make a plan, don't do anything over the top. You don't have to listen to all these people out here on social media saying you should do this, you should do that, you need to do this, you need to drink that, you need to eat that. Do what works best for you and keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't give yourself so many different things to do. I bet Cody probably didn't just wake up one day and was like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and then has been doing it since. I'm sure he started out doing something simple, and then he added on to it, added some extra ingredients into the dish, into the extra tuna, to the tuna mac.
Each step. But another thing too is like, you want to be able to take control of your morning because you can take control of your day. Because you don't want to...
It sets the tone for the day.
Yeah, you don't want to wake up and then not know what's going on and just be lost. Oh, I'll go to work 5-10 minutes before whatever. I'll eat whatever, all this stuff. Because then you're setting the tone for the day to control how you respond to it. If you can take...
Set a season the day.
And grab it as soon as you wake up, then you have the control and you've already won a battle of the day. So you just have to keep winning small battles throughout the day.
Oh, Captain, my captain. Yes, sir.
Captain.
Yeah.
The Captain, oh Captain.
You haven't seen what's that movie with Robin Williams?
Miss Dyer?
No.
Miss Doubtfire?
No. Oh gosh, I forgot what it's called. Somebody's gonna watch this YouTube and comment it for us. But he has a speech in there. He's like, "Oh, Captain, my captain," and then it falls with Carpe Diem, which Carpe Diem is Latin for seize the day. So that's all I was like trying to like throw in there. But
sorry.
No, you're good. But yeah, and I mean, so there's one, like, even with me and his routine, there's we both are stressing, you know, figure out what works for you. There's stuff that he does that is different from what I do. Like I stopped eating meals in the mornings. I used to make sure, I thought that, you know, there's this narrative out there, or there's this, you know, there might be some science, whatever, that, you know, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And honestly, I've heard both sides of the story, that
I've done both.
It is and it isn't. Yeah. And personally for me, I have found, and I did this for almost all of last year, and I stopped doing it this year. I'm very aware of it. I was making sure I ate a good breakfast, maybe not as, you know, great as oatmeal and fruit. Maybe I needed to change up what I was eating.
You just need to get your metabolism started.
But for me, it made me sluggish. By like noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm up early. So I'm up at like maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock, no matter what time I go to bed. But if I ate 9 and 10 o'clock, even if I had my coffee, like by the afternoon, I was sluggish. And lately, all I've been doing is I've been drinking the coffee earlier.
Fasting?
And not really fat. I wouldn't really call it fasting because there's times I eat late.
Okay.
But what I'll do, I've actually started avoiding breakfast overall, and I found that, you know, for me, I will eat earlier in the day. I was eating a breakfast and then like a later lunch, but now I'm having that meal more towards the middle of the day. It kind of carries me through the day as far as with everything that I have to do, as far as all the running around that I have to experience in the day, or if I have to travel and whatnot. I just drink a simple cup of coffee. It depends on how I'm feeling as far as how much coffee I drink. Because I used to drink like the big 32-ounce cup of coffee, and then I started realizing I think I was taking in too much caffeine, and I started getting headaches, and I was getting nauseous, so I cut it. I actually detoxed from coffee for like 2 weeks, and now I only drink like maybe a 16-ounce or maybe an 8-ounce cup of coffee, straight black, no cream, no sugar.
It's the healthiest.
But yeah, for me personally, like eating in the mornings, and it's almost like no matter what I ate, it always made me sluggish in the afternoon. So make sure you figure out, you know, what it is that works best for you. Try different things. Make sure you stick to whatever it is you're trying for at least 2 to 3 weeks, so you can see how it's affecting your body and affecting your mindset. And if it doesn't work, you know, don't just up and quit like, oh, this ain't working, I'm just gonna go back to sleeping and fuck this. Like, you know, just find something else, you know, whether it's fine-tuning what you're eating, fine-tuning what you're filling your head up with in the morning, fine-tuning Hopefully, like when you take that bowel movement, but like it's just like we've both been saying, it's the small things. Figure out what works best for you, and keep it simple. Don't go over the top trying to do all these different things, because and most likely you're not going to do them. A lot of people, they like to say they're going to do this, and that, and then they don't follow through. It takes literally 21 days to develop a habit. That is a scientific fact. There's been studies done behind that. So whatever you do, try to do it for at least 21 days. See if it works. If it doesn't work, do something else.
I want to add on to that.
Yeah, no, you're good. And just find, like I said, just find what works best for you.
And the way your morning routine also starts, well, for me, I'm not going to say the way your morning routine or yours or anybody else, but like for me personally, if like you're winding down at night does have a huge effect for me personally, I should say, with how my morning routine will go. So if I don't go to bed at the time that I normally try to get in bed by, and I don't get as much sleep, because I'm waking up at the same time regardless.
That's how I am.
Literally, like, if I'm off that day, I'm waking up at that time. I'm doing the same shit. If I go to bed at fucking 3 a.m., I am waking up at the same time, blah, blah, blah. So make sure that the way you set up your night is going to maximize your morning routine as well. So if you are a person that eats in the morning, like for me, I won't normally eat past 8 p.m. because by the time I wake up, my body has fasted for about 10 hours, 8 hours, something like that. But also, I'm about to prep myself for a huge lift and shit. So, like, if I eat past 10 or past 9 or whatever it may be, like I'll wake up bloated and I won't have as much energy and shit. And I used to fast like half the day. I would used to literally just not even eat until after my workout. So I'd fast for about 12 to 16 hours overnight, not eat from like 8 p.m. to maybe whenever I got back from the gym, like 11 or something like that. But just set up your nightly routine so it's going to benefit your morning routine even better, which is therefore going to benefit your day even better. And if you have the best day you can possibly have, then you're winning that day. And then if you do that multiple days, then you win your week. You do that multiple weeks, then you win your fucking year, and you set yourself up for greatness. Also, I want to touch on the alarm thing real quick. Now, this is just something I do personally. So I will put in every single alarm, create content. Well, first, whatever the first thing of the day is. If I have a moving job, then gym, whatever. Whatever is on my list to do for that whole day, I will put on my alarm because that's the first thing I see when I wake up. And as soon as I lock eyes with that, I have to do that shit that's on my alarm. This is just something I built for me personally because of how I operate. Remember, it's about making sure you operate at your maximum proficiency. For me, I will put, have a great day. And I'll say that shit when I wake up. I'll say, today is going to be a great day. Today is a great day. I have woken up. This is my affirmation. Today's going to be a great day. I'll put book moving jobs. So even if I'm not working, that gets my mind into the rhythm of, hey, you have to figure out how to book some sort of moving job today after you've done everything you needed to do. You have to create some sort of content today so you're staying consistent and disciplined with your content. So that's how I kind of use my alarms to trick my mind a little bit, because it kind of is a subconscious thing when you wake up and you see that shit. Like if someone's fucking over your bed saying, fuck you, like you're going to wake up and it's probably not going to be as good of a morning as you wanted it to be. If someone's standing in your room and saying, you're fucking going to have the best day ever, let's go, you're the whatever, like you're great, let's go out here and get it. Like that's how it was when I did sales. Like you're most likely going to be amped up and go out there and get it. So most of y'all don't have a random motherfucker standing over your bed. So
And if you do have someone saying "fuck you, you're a piece of shit," blah 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 blah, get the fuck out.
Yeah, don't fuck with them. But most of y'all don't have people standing over your bed. I don't have people standing over my bed. So for me, I use my alarm as a little trick. So when I look at it, I have to kind of stick to it. It's just the thing I do. You guys might find use in it, you might not. But I just wanted to kind of touch on that. And self-talk in the morning, like positive self-talk about how you want your day to go. Today, I will accomplish this. Today will be great. I like using great over good because it maximizes good, but also, why not say great? You know, like, and I will do this because then if you are a person who sticks to your word and consistent and disciplined with the shit you do, then you'll make it a priority to get done for that day. And I feel like a lot of people in general, just they lack the guidance of their morning and then the guidance of their day, and then They just get manipulated by everything else around them for the day. That's what I've noticed for certain people.
I agree. Yeah, I would say, like, I kind of chimed in there a little bit. Like, affirmations is another thing that can help you get you started on the right foot and make you really, so you're subconsciously you're programming yourself to really, believe in what you're saying. And if you believe in, like the last episode we talked about, or I don't know if it was episode 1, power of manifestation, law of attraction, and things of that nature, that kind of falls back on those topics. You want to put positive things out there and, try to set yourself up for success. So having even the smallest thing, and Cody texts me anytime we talk every single morning. He'll always tell me, like, have a great day, and I mean, it kind of sets the tone, And now I'm like, I gotta have a great day because he told me to have a great day. I gotta make sure I have a great day. So, and he does it for himself. I have like some things that I say to myself as well. Like, I have a few affirmations. I'm not gonna throw all of them out there, but like once I get to my car and I'm not completely feeling like 110%, like I'm ready to go about my day, then I'll have little things that I'll say to myself to remind myself, like, you're going to go kill it today, go make some sales, go solve this problem. I have a saying that I've stolen from somebody that it's not really called anything, but like a lot of times I recite this to myself. It's my unmatched perspicacity coupled with my sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. And which, that's a lot of big words. Perspicacious means to be competent and to lead with intent. Indefatigability just means, not letting your mind take over and tell you that you're tired. So I'm a competent individual. I make sure I go about my day and I'm going to accomplish, my task and my responsibilities. I'm gonna make sure that I don't tell myself that I'm tired or let anything like that get in front of me or slow me down. And I say it makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. Just means like, it's basically just saying that I'm a badass. I'm a boss, and I'm going to make sure that, I'm going to walk it like I talk it, and I'm going to follow through. So I don't do that every single day because it's dangerous if I told myself every single day, because I might start becoming a little bit much of an asshole. But I do, if I'm not really feeling up, like super great, and I'm not really feeling up to go do what I got to do, then I'll say that. Like, I'll remind myself, like, dude, you're a fucking badass. You get shit done. Fatigue is not something that you have a problem with or that you're going to let slow you down. Go fucking do it.
And as soon as you affirm stuff to yourself, your brain literally starts working in that specific direction. So if you guys just keep that consciously aware in your head, like when you affirm some shit, like your brain will literally start working to make everything operate to make that thing happen or push towards that direction. And that's why I preach like healthy, like foods, drinking enough water, sleeping, taking your vitamins, exercising. Humans are made to move, and you got to put good stuff in your body if you want to be optimal. You know what I'm saying? Food literally dictates the chemistry of your brain, which dictates how you feel. There's so many people depressed and having mental disorders, but look at the obesity/overweight rate in America alone, North America alone, or not, just America alone. 71.6% as of yesterday when I looked it up, or the day before, of people are overweight or unhealthy. So when they're starting their day, they don't even feel good most of the time. That's why you see people who are slugged and like don't have any energy and they're just negative and they say, thank God it's Friday.
And they're slow.
Like, guys, like you have to treat your body as your temple.
Physically and mentally.
Like, dude, if you want to maximize your performance in any field or avenue of anything you do and be the best salesman or the greatest mentor or the greatest fucking whatever mechanic, whatever it may be, I guarantee you, if you treat your body and your mind right and you get enough sleep, enough water, you eat healthy, you exercise, I guarantee you will have an advantage on almost every person. I'm telling y'all don't understand how many fucking people tell me, y'all move so fast. This is a moving company, bro. Like, I lift shit in the gym heavier than this, and they are fucking mind blown. It's crazy. Like, you guys don't realize people will fucking pay you hundreds and thousands of dollars for barely any of your time if you are at the top of your fucking class and whatever the fuck you're doing. Yeah. So why not try to have the advantage to be the best that you want to be if you're saying it at least a lot of people say that shit. They say, I want to be the best, whatever. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Oh, really? Because your actions aren't showing that, but y'all mad at LeBron James because he's 6'7" or whatever. It's like, nah, like, it doesn't matter if you're the best basketball player in the gym. If you don't put the work in, it doesn't fucking matter. You can have all the talent in the world. So the morning routine just optimizes
Talent's not
that.
enough.
Exactly. Like the morning routine optimizes that. Like you guys have, like, you don't have to. I'm so passionate about this subject. Like, it changed my life, bro. Like, I know so many people who have literally, their lives have been changed from just treating their bodies right. Like, it gets rid of disease. Disease is literally dis-ease of your body. Stress in the way you think can make your cells break down and cause dis-ease of your body. Literally, you can think yourself into a panic attack or into a depression, which causes your body to reflect, your cells to act in that manner, because you're telling your brain, which is the most powerful thing, is telling the rest of your body what to do, and it leads the way. So why not put yourself in the optimal position? So then your body's not even fighting with your mind. It's in unison, and now you're a fucking machine.
Yeah. And
you're a fucking machine, bro.
If I can interject, on the opposite side of that, like he just said, your mind is the most powerful thing in your body. You can literally put yourself in a state of euphoria, a state of happiness, a state of, really, you don't even need outside motivation. You can motivate yourself. I mean, you just have to really... But it comes back to what you're feeding your body, not only physically, but what you're feeding yourself mentally as well. So I just kind of want to interject there and just give the opposite, perspective of that.
Yeah, for sure. But like the main thing I'm trying to get across for this specific thing is obviously the importance of a morning routine, because you want to be able to take control of your day. A lot of people want to have freedom and they want to be able to do whatever they want and take control of their life. But that shit requires discipline and consistency. And if you can't even do the small things that's going to give you the discipline and consistency to do the big things, then you're asking for too much, because you're not putting the effort in to have that outcome. And obviously we're still working on us. We have shit we got to work on every day. I slack and I have to catch myself. He slacks. He has to catch himself. Like, we're just fucking humans, obviously. Gary Vee's a human. All these fucking Elon Musk may be an alien, actually. I'm not going to say he's a human, but like, you're pretty much, you understand the point I'm trying to make. So like the importance of this does determine who is the greatest at whatever the greatest is you want to do or you're aiming for, and who is just good or okay or even mediocre or Joe average schmo. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at all these small fine details, that shit will become subconscious and second nature, and then you can start working on other small details and build that into second nature, and then work on more other details and turn that into second nature, and then you're doing all these fucking things that are making you as good as you can go. It's a snowball effect. Mm-hmm. It's momentum, the law of momentum, and you guys are just gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Preach.
Preacher.
I mean, various layers, aka Mr. Preacher.
but that's literally pretty much what I wanted to talk about. I feel like we touched the topics pretty well. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, overall health is wealth, and it's about the little things and setting, like you just said, trying to develop a routine, setting goals for yourself, doing the little things right, practicing good habits, and not just like about what you do, but habits about what you put in your body. So yeah, I mean, I think we definitely covered a lot on that topic. So yeah.
Well, guys, I believe this one will be coming out this week. As of right now, it's Tuesday, April 19th. I want to have this one out on Thursday, so I think we'll have this one out on Thursday. And on Thursday, we're filming with a special guest. I'm not going to give his name out actually right now, but he's a local artist. He's doing big things. He's making moves. He's only a teenager. He's making waves like Chris Brown did in his teenage years, like for real, except we have social media these days. So
two up, two down.
V8. He might be the next Nav, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have him on. So expect that.
Dude has over 100K views on YouTube on multiple videos.
Mm-hmm. His video he dropped not even a week ago was already like almost at 200K. So
yeah,
he's doing shit out here, guys. So we're trying to feature him and have a bunch of people on here. If you guys want to be on the podcast, reach out to us. We have a few people who have already reached out that we're lining up. But yeah, this is Hustle House 24/7, 365. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow our TikTok, Hustle House
Share.
24/7, 365. If you guys related to this at all, brought you any value, please share to friends and family, anybody you may know. You can follow me at various_layers on Instagram. All of my artist music is Various Layers, exactly how it sounds. My TikTok is Various Layers, no spaces, key of the day. And then Lamar, what is your stuff for people?
So you can follow me on Instagram at Lambo_CO, Cream Capital Finance, or excuse me, Cream Finance, and Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube. It's all the same. Lamar Tyree Hill. Lamar Tyree on Snapchat.
All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming this far. Subscribe, like, and have a great night.
Deuces.
I don't think about getting up. I just fucking get up. And you just do it. You make it a habit.
You got to get over your mind going, I can't do this, it's too hard and all that. You got to push yourself through when you feel exhausted and say, there's a second wind in me, I'm going to find it. But if you find yourself saying, I can't do something, I don't want to do something, but you know if you made yourself do it, you're going to be a better human being, then you must do it. Don't hesitate, do it immediately. Some people say, well, that's not a very safe life. That's not a very secure life. If you want security, go to prison. If you want freedom, this is how you live.
Don't even use the word commit. Don't even think about the word discipline. Just do the thing every single day, whether you feel like it or not. Your only commitment is to the activity, not to the grand scheme, not to the big picture, not to the implications of what it is that you're doing. It's to do the thing. Habits are the building blocks of our lives, not the goals or the grand schemes or the vision or the big idea. It's what you fucking do every single day that matters more than anything.
No excuses. Do it. Girlfriend or no girlfriend. Do it. Tired or not tired. Do it. You said you was going to do it out your mouth. You're a man now. And a man is only as good as his word, not his emotions. Your emotions don't win championships. So whatever's going to cause you not to be your best, stop it.
This is about you retraining your brain to understand this is a fucking process that we learn of discipline and execution and competition with ourselves. And if you want to dictate the success that you're going to create, you got to learn to master the that everybody else thinks is irrelevant.